Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wasn't planning on doing this video today or addressing this topic quite yet, but after reading Lacey Green's Open Letter to Sam Pepper and watching her video on it, I've decided to address something that I feel at the college level that I see go on in many colleges, that I see occur or I hear about, jokes and just constant, putting something in the okay box that's not okay. The absolute necessity of consent is needed in order for something to occur, or it is considered rape. Okay? Considered rape. End of discussion. It is rape. Actually, you know what? I was being nice, but I'm just going to flat out call it rape. Okay? Consent means a clear yes, this is what I want. Nothing more, nothing less. The moment she says no, it is rape. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm addressing this is because there is signs at my school that say just because she's drunk does not mean she wants sex. Like if she can't walk. And I hear guys making jokes about this. This is not okay, okay? Here is what I mean by this is not consensual. If she's drunk out of her mind and has no clue who, what, where, when, and how she got here, she is no longer able to give you verbal consent. If she's passed out in a basement somewhere or passed out somewhere and you think it's okay, if she's unconscious, if she's it's not consent. In the slightest bit consent. We live in a society where the first thing that they do when a victim comes forward is say, what was she wearing? That is not okay. We shouldn't have to cover our bodies if we don't want to. Guys should be able to control themselves. It is never the victim's fault, and the fact that is the first question you're asking infuriates me. We live in a society where it seems to be okay to say that if a girl is too drunk, she deserved it. What was she wearing? She shouldn't have let herself get that drunk. She shouldn't have put herself in that position. It doesn't matter. Guys should have enough self-control to not do it. It should not be okay. It shouldn't matter. And if you're friends with this girl and you see this going on, you should be the first one to be like, girl, let's get you home. Number two, if a guy walks in the room and they're like, oh, it's cool, whatever. No, you should be like, I'm going to take her home because this is not okay. And the fact that people just sit idly by and if they see this happen and do nothing about it infuriates me. This is not okay. So why do you let it happen? It doesn't matter what she was wearing, how much she was drinking. It's not okay. It is rape. It doesn't matter. Just because she was too drunk does not mean she deserves it. Just because she was unconscious and unable to say yes does not mean she deserves it. It is not okay. It doesn't matter where she fell asleep, whatever. It's not okay to put herself in this position. And I just watched a really good movie that addressed how it's not okay at all. And it was on Lifetime, and the assault. It was about a cheerleader who was far out of her mind, but you know what? She said no. And two football players pinned her down. And I love the way that the cop handled it. Because it goes to show that it's not okay. The coach's mentality, they were too drunk. You know what? Well, guess what? Being too drunk does not make it okay to have consent. The fact that it was recorded and that you could hear her cries for help and so many other things does not make it okay. And the fact that people seem to think it's okay to not have the consent or ignore the no, it makes me mad. It should never be that way. No female should have to cry out for help for another female or a man to do something about it. It's not okay. And we should not, and as a society, we should not allow it to occur. Consent is necessary. It is not a joke. It's not something to make fun of. Okay? This is rape, and you're gonna go to jail if you get caught. It is that simple. If the girl even has the strength to stand up to you, it is not okay. And for the girls who are scared to speak out, to address it, because either the guy's Mr. Popular or no one will believe you, trust me when I tell you that it is, or blaming themselves, this is not your fault. This is not your fault, and it's not okay. When you're ready, speak out. Even if it's years down the road, it is not your fault. It is not okay. And if he did it to you, he's going to do it to somebody else. And one day, it will catch up with him. But know that you are strong and you are beautiful to overcome this. And this does not make you dirty, damaged, or anything else. You are strong. And I hope you find the strength to overcome this, and to speak out. So I will leave you with this. Consent is a clear yes. Anything else, it is not consensual.